What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at a very interesting budget rod. It's called the Phantom. Let's check it out. Alright, so as you guys know, I like longer rods, do a lot of land-based fishing. Probably 7'6", something like that is my favorite kind of length for land-based fishing. And there isn't a lot of options when it comes to casting light lures. I can probably think of 4 or 5 off the top of my head. Surinoya Alpha Aging, the Pure Lure Zero, the John Koo Derez Marabou. There's a Lure Killer one, and then there's this one. I can't really think of any others over 7 foot, although you've got the Ace Hawk AG Venom that comes in 7 foot, so I guess that's an option. But yeah, not a whole heap of options. Anyway, let's get cracking. Let's have a look at the rod. All right, so this rod is 2.25 meters, which is around about 7 feet 4 inches, and it comes in 5 different lengths. There's a 1.68 meter, a 1.8 meter, 1.98 meter, 2 meters 10, and a 2 meters 25. So that's around 5'6", 6 foot, 6'10", 7 foot, 7 foot 4, something like that. And they're all light powered rods with all the same casting weight, which is 2 to 12 grams. So it's not ultra light, but 2 to 12 grams usually covers you for most fishing applications. And I think it's a pretty nice casting weight that covers you for all light lure fishing applications. And these longer ones are 3 pieces. The 5'6", the 168 centimeter is a 2-section rod. The 6 foot 1.8 meter is a 2.5, and the 198, the 210, and the 225s are all 3-piece. So this is a 3-piece rod. So if we start from the butt end here, a very hard rounded cork on the bottom. Doesn't look particularly premium or anything like that. We've got this silver ring there. It looks okay, but if you really wanted to, you could probably just rip this off. So it's not of the highest quality. It's got a full cork handle. You can see there's a join going straight down there. You can kind of see a few different joins there. So it's definitely not the highest quality cork, but the price is pretty good. I got this one for 40 Australian dollars with about $12 shipping, I believe. So probably with tax it was around about 55 Australian dollars, which is probably around 40 US, so quite good. Okay, so that grip there, that's around about 25 centimeters, I would say. And then in terms of the grip, this is a very similar metal style pointy grip that the Pure Lure rods have. And this actually has kind of like, are they going for a Pure Lure kind of look here with this wood kind of look? It says OBS Obsession. Maybe OBS is like for short. But if you look at this wood here, it's not real wood. It feels smooth. There's not like a join there, but it almost looks just like a vinyl wrap. You can see here that white stuff under there. I'm pretty sure if I got a knife and nicked that would peel off. I'm pretty sure that's just some sort of vinyl wrap. So obviously it's a cheap rod and doesn't have the most premium components, but it does have other good values. Now I've got this nice gunmetal reel nut here, but this piece here is actually very interesting. Okay, it's pretty firm here rather, but then when you get up to there, look at this. Look how squishy that is. I don't know if that's completely hollow or what the deal is, but I get the feeling if I was to, really squish that hard, I think I could probably crack that. So yeah, you wouldn't really want to be doing that. But anyway, I thought that was a bit odd, never seen that before. And then it's got this hard cork on the top here, just like it has on the end cap. And then there's Phantom Action Tip C225, 2.25 meters, gold with red accents. The blank is, I would say, almost, yeah, burgundy purple, but when the light comes from the other side, it's almost a bronzy color, and it's got some both maybe red and gold flecks in it. So it's, you know, more of a freshwater fishing aesthetic, I would say. Might look quite good with a round reel on it, to be honest. And yeah, that's the end of our first piece. All of the epoxy work looks pretty good on my first inspection. Got a red thread here. When I looked at it online, it actually looks kind of like magenta, and I thought, oh yeah, I've got the perfect magenta handles to chuck on this rod, but when I got the rod, they were red, so that sort of didn't work out. And actually, it's got a hook keeper there, pretty cool. It looks like it pivots, but it doesn't, but that's not a bad hook keeper. I don't mind that. Okay, so our second longer section, the second and third sections are the same length, and the butt end is a little shorter. This ferrule seems okay quality. There's a little bit of a kind of like a burr there. It's not entirely smooth, but yeah, the epoxy work looks quite good. Our first guide there, definitely not Fuji guides. I don't think it mentions what type of guides they are, but workmanship looks quite good. There's actually a smoothness to the blank here, but just here, I'm just running my thumb along here, and there's actually some roughness. I don't know if that's the paint job or what the deal is, but that's a little bit rough there. You can probably hear my fingernail scratching there. There's our second guide, third guide, and then here's the tip section. Very thin tip section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guides on the tip section. So that's one really good thing about this rod. It has 9 guides in total. I mean, not a huge amount of guides. I take that back. This rod has 10 guides, which is quite good for a budget rod. I mean, I think the Zero has at least 11, if not 12. But 10 guides is a pretty good start for such a budget rod. And the fact that this kind of long, low casting weight casting rod, bait casting rod, is pretty rare. It's quite good. I'm happy with that. And also another really good thing about this rod, which is kind of unique, it's a fast action rod. It's definitely, I wouldn't say it's extra fast, but it is flirting with extra fast. It's not as fast as the Pure Lure Zero, but yeah, it's definitely quite a fast action rod. So as always, if you're interested in the rod, I'll leave a link in the description. And let me know in the comments, what do you think about this rod? What kind of fish would you target with this rod? I reckon this would be really good for land-based trout, throwing some sort of bigger lures, maybe into some lakes, something like that. Be even good for saltwater fishing. Definitely has backbone, this rod. I have fished it a little bit, and yeah, it performs quite well. So yeah, I probably wouldn't hesitate to buy it if it suits your kind of fishing. You're looking for a long rod with like 2 to 12 gram casting. It's pretty good. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.